Last summer, my girlfriend Margarita and I were on vacation in North Carolina, and we stopped at a fruit stand. And suddenly another customer, a blonde woman about my age, announced to nobody in particular, "I have blueberry bushes that need picking." And I looked around thinking, who would even want your suspicious blueberries when you can get them at any supermarket for $5? Because I'm an introvert with strict rules towards strangers. Never talk to them, never ever believe them, and never ever, no matter what, follow them. Only before I knew it, my girlfriend, who is an extrovert with completely opposite set of rules, introduced us to her new best friend, Terry, and to my horror, we were following Terry's car to pick blueberries. And Terry first led us on highway, then a country road, then a dirt road, and my confidence in us surviving this adventure deteriorated with the road quality. Finally, Terry's car stopped at a solitary standing house, and we heard loud barking. "Yay, you've got dogs," my girlfriend exclaimed. "Can we pet them before we pick blueberries?" But validating my introvert instincts, Terry said, "Those are our bear hunting dogs. But don't worry, we keep them in cages." Okay, I thought, she's a hunter and not a gatherer like us. And Margarita said, "I wonder if bears eat blueberries," while I wondered if hunters eat gatherers. I'll confess that breaking all the stereotypes about Russians, I never cared much about bear hunting dogs, even when I lived in Russia. And then another big hunter and a little hunter came out of the house, and Terry introduced us to her husband Scott and grandson Kyle. And to Margarita's delight, 7-year-old Kyle was carrying a cute puppy, which also made me feel safe, thinking they're not going to traumatize the puppy by doing away with us in front of it. And then they took us to the blueberries in the front yard, and Scott, a fellow introvert, and I started picking blueberries in awkward silence, while Terry and Margarita kept talking. And Terry machine-gunned questions at us. "Where are you from? Do you like it here?" And Margarita fired back, "We love it here. Sufian's from Russia and I'm from Ukraine and we live in DC." And suddenly Terry stopped, and an ominous silence descended upon us, as it usually happens when extroverts stop talking. And then Terry suspiciously asked, "Are you liberals?" Oh, I thought, this is not good. This is why I never follow strangers. And that's when Margarita said something that deserves #sheer admiration. "Would you still let us pick blueberries if we were?" she said in a charming way. That broke the ice, and Terry laughed. "Of course," she said, and instantly resumed her interrogation about everything, starting from President Biden's age to mine To dodge the politics, I told her mine, and she said, we are the same age. And as we keep talking, avoiding politics, finally she said, this is amazing, we have so much in common. I've never had such a nice conversations with liberals before. Scott took a selfie of all of us, including the puppy, and finally Terry gave us goodbye bear hugs, and we drove away alive back toward liberal democracy. And I finally relaxed. I still believed in never ever, no matter what, follow strangers. But I had to admit that there would be a slight chance that I'd survive if I do. And meanwhile, Margarita checked her phone and said, Terry sent me a friend request on Facebook, and she posted our picture. Listen what she wrote. And she read it to me. Met these two. They are Democrats, we are Republicans. She's from Ukraine, he's from Russia. Two different sets of people discussed things mutually. My faith in humanity have been restored today. This is what the world needs. And I believe, I agree with Terry. She and Margarita changed my perspective. I now think that it's okay at least to talk to strangers, because they might change your perspective if you have an open mind. And I also believe in blueberry diplomacy that might help change the world.